Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing beautifully well. We've just had this released in the ED forum from Superwags on the upcoming Syria map. Now, not all of you are forum guys, some of you just like watching videos, and that's fine. So I'm just doing a videoized version of the upcoming Syria map in DCS World. I'm essentially going to go through Wags' comments, have a little look around landmarks and maps and stuff like that, a bit of a chat, just in basic discussion format. So I've got some valued viewers that we've just picked out of the public lobby. Hello guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
So let's blast through it. This is going to be the first time we've looked at this as well, and I don't know anything or much about the region, but we'll see how it goes. Who is developing the map? This is a third-party map created by Ugra Media, the same team that created the DCS Normandy 1944 map, and please find their forum page here. Now, Normandy map, I wasn't a massive fan of it, and there are, because I'm a part of a mass group, we had problems getting people onto Normandy. We've finally just managed it where we've got everyone onto Normandy, got the map, and we can start playing it, finally. And now we're actually using Normandy. I like it. I don't know if it's improved quality-wise because I never used to play it.
It has. Originally, it was not optimized well, and they've since fixed it. So.
Yeah, I had all sorts of problems with it. And we fly it now every few weeks on our World War II things, and, well, it's just good. It is what it is. It's Normandy. And, yeah, that's cool. What I'm trying to get at is if they've done a good job on that, fingers crossed they'll do a good job on this. When will the map be available? The map will soon enter closed beta testing. The map will then be released based on test results and the time needed to resolve identified issues. So the answer is I don't know because no one knows. I'll guess a month-ish, something like that, plus or minus a few weeks because, you know, sometimes it can go into beta testing and everything's perfect. Sometimes it can go into beta testing and people pick up all kinds of problems, so we'll just see how it goes. How much will the map cost? It will normally cost $50 US, so that's £40, but it will be $40, so that's £32 US at release. Oh, while in early access, 20% saving. Only once complete and out of early access will be priced $40, $50. Okay. Where is the map located? It encompasses much the eastern Mediterranean from northern Israel, which is interesting, up to southern Turkey. It includes all or portions of Syria, Israel, Turkey, Jordan, and Lebanon. So you got a lot of countries in there, which is interesting. And this is obviously, and I don't need to say it, this is obviously a massive hotspot for conflict over the last 50 plus, 100 years or more. But in modern times with aircraft, the last 100 years, it's been, a massive amount of conflict here. So it's going to be really interesting. But we'll go into that in a bit more, though. How large is the map? Approximately 600 kilometers north to south. It's about 400 miles-ish, and 500 kilometers east to west. So about, 350 miles-ish. So as far as a map goes in DCS, it's fairly small, bearing in mind that Persian Gulf is the one that we use most, the one that we recommend most, and it's well over 1,000 kilometers, isn't it? Maybe 1,000 miles, I can't remember which, but it's about twice as big as this roughly. What period is this map based on? It roughly corresponds to today's world. However, this does not exclude creating historical conflicts in the region. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, fine. Are there different climatic regions? Yes, and this is one time, the only slight thing that bugs me, and this is obviously to realism, with Normandy and Channel, is obviously those aren't mountainous regions, and so it's very flat, and that restricts putting certain missions on them because I just want mountains in certain missions and canyons and stuff like that. So I'm hoping I don't know the topography of this part of the world, but it'd be interesting if there was. So yes, along the western coast and mountains, the terrain is temperate with trees, grass, crops, and other vegetation. Mountainous is a cool thing there. East of the coastal mountain range, the map is much more arid and typical of a desert. Okay, very cool. What cities are included? Major cities that are created in detail with unique landmarks include Damascus, so that's capital of Syria, isn't it? Tripoli, yes. Tripoli, which it says in Lebanon. I thought Tripoli was in Libya, but that shows how bad my geography is.
There's two.
My geography.
Yeah, there's two.
Right, there's one in Libya, one in Libya. Okay, thanks, guys. Latakia, sorry, I don't know. Tartus, Homs, Aleppo. Is Aleppo Syria, guys? Isn't it?
Yes, northern Syria.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hamar, Palmyra, Haifa, Accra, Beirut. Oh, God, guys, where's Beirut?
Lebanon, the capital, Lebanon.
God.
I can look it up.
Sorry.
I can look it up.
You see, I'm prepared for this. Sorry, I can't even pronounce that. Adama and more. Okay, well, there you go. What about historically significant locations? The historical battlefields of the Golan Heights, really important stuff that we can look at there. How many conflicts have there been over the Golan Heights that we can look at? The Bekaa Valley, oh god, Arakar, and more are represented. Okay, fine. What airfields will be included? And this is interesting. A vast amount of airfields. So 4 in Israel, 3 in Turkey, Syria, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 in Syria, Lebanon, Beirut International, Al-Hajar, and I can't pronounce those. I'm not sure. Does anyone know? I'm assuming these are a mixture of civilian and military. Would you guys agree with that?
Yes. Agreed. Yeah.
And they've got the 3 heliports too in Syria.
How detailed are the airfield? Very! We'll have to take their word for that. Obviously, we've got no way of testing it, but Okra Media has gone to some great lengths to accurately recreate each airfield down to the berms, bunkers, shelters, revetments, which I don't know what they are, and ground support equipment. What other military targets are available? Many, and they include army bases, munition depots, power plants, factories, lots of stuff to blow up, right? Petroleum oil lubrication facilities and command centers. It is very much a target-rich environment.
And schools.
Has he got any Iraq?
And hospitals.
He hasn't got Iraq.
No.
So we can't go bombing
No Iraq.
We can't go bombing the nuclear power plant there. Will Cyprus? Why is Cyprus be included? Is my geography
because Cyprus is quite near there, and a lot of the Western forces are based out of our Akatora.
Yeah, it's where UK sends its Eurofighters, I think. Right. No, it is beyond the scope of this map. Will Cyprus be included? No, is the answer. While it may be possible in the future, if sales are strong, it's currently not planned. Before we go look at pretty pictures, sorry, I should have done this before, I know, but it's just a discussion video. Let's go and have a look. Lebanon there. There's Cyprus. So Cyprus is kind of like is where a NATO base is, isn't it? Because that's where a lot of the UK planes fly to.
Yeah, if you look the little bit right on the bottom of Cyprus that sticks out, that is Akatori, which is where the RAF base is.
How interesting. RAF Akatori, right. Okay. Look at me learning things. Lebanon there, and Beirut being the capital on the coast there. Very interesting. And then we're going to go down. That joins onto Israel, doesn't it? Which is going to be here.
I've just sent you some real-life pictures of that area as well, Cap.
Roger.
Hello.
Yeah, this is just a discussion video, so feel free to do whatever you want. What's all this kind of dotted lines around here? This is going to be political stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, those are all the sort of disputed areas. The West Bank and the Gaza Strip disputed between Israel and Palestine, and then the Golan Heights up at the top disputed between Israel and Syria.
How interesting.
I sent you something that might help.
Roger. All right, so Gaza Strip, yeah. West Bank. I didn't realise the West Bank was such a big area. And
yeah, it's a huge.
Wow. And this is the Golan Heights. Very interesting. Then you've got Jordan here. Wow, that's a funny shaped country. Look at that. Okay, Jordan there. And then I wish I could draw a box on this and see where it was. And we're going to have most of Syria by the looks of things. So I'm just...
Yeah, I was going to say it's in the picture.
Right, I'm just trying to get the geography in my head.
There we go.
God, those...
It's a good mix, I think, the area they've chosen. I think it has got a good variation in terrain.
Definitely.
Cool. Does anyone know the maximum height of the Golan Heights? Can someone look at that quickly? Because one thing I was saying...
It's quite high, but...
One thing I was saying...
Sorry, I was just...
I'm going to send you a picture that's going to show you exactly the area of Syria where the map's located.
Thank you. Yeah, that'd be perfect. I'm going to have a look at that now. One thing I was saying, Normandy Channel, great maps and everything, but no height at all.
Golan Heights, and you can actually see the mountains and the hills. In
wow, look at that.
Idea.
So I've got a picture here from the... Sorry, go ahead, Tal.
Highest point in the Golan Heights is 9,200 feet.
Oh, wicked. That's perfect. That's more than we need. Great. Because, as I say...
So the picture...
Nothing is better than valleys and stuff to send vegans in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's perfect.
They're really fun.
Yeah, the Golans are absolutely perfect for that.
The northern Israel area and the Syria border is really, really perfect for that. There's some cracking valleys.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, that's exactly why it's been so strategically important in the real world.
Thank you. So here we've got a nice little kind of shot here. whatever that is, 600 kilometers by about 500 kilometers. Yeah, so along the western side, that's where our mountains are. Then it goes into desert on the. Well, you know, we've got a nice bit of everything. We've got the sea, we've got a coast, we've got a kind of mountainous coastal region, and then desert, and then kind of some lakes inside. So all in all, that actually looks pretty cool. There's a lot more Turkey than I thought there would be. If you look on the last picture in Wags's thing, there's a lot of Turkey there, if I'm reading that right. And let me go and have a look at my...
Yeah,
that is Turkey.
There's a decent chunk of Turkey, and also those mountains should be quite good, because that area of Turkey is pretty damn mountain.
Very cool. Okay, I've got an idea of the geography now. Let's go and have a look at some more details, shall we, guys? So these are going to be screenshots that have come through. MIA, that one looks pretty sweet. I'm guessing these are proper in-game shots. Why doesn't my DCS look that good?
I don't think anyone
does look that good.
Unless you have
I don't think mine does.
This will be all max settings. You're not having to fly. You're taking pretty screenshots.
About one FPS, I imagine.
Yeah, probably.
Roger. I mean, that one looks cool. I like that. I mean, I was having a discussion in whatever it is, the social media.
Oh, that does look good actually with the helicopter and everything. That is really good.
About people moaning that DCS didn't look good compared to other games, and I must admit I'm not a gamer, so I don't really know. But that could just be a photograph as far as I'm concerned. Maybe
if I'm concerned, DCS is one of the best games I've ever played.
Well, I thought that maybe I'm a bit old-fashioned, but oh, look at that!
I'm 14, okay? I'm not old-fashioned, and still, this game is the best game I've ever played.
Look at that moon. You can tell me it's the sun now, aren't you? Look at that moon. That's so cool. That's sexy. Ooh.
It does look like an actual photo's been taken.
I wasn't excited about this, I must admit, as I never am at the beginning, but actually it's cool. You got a cool coastal base there. Is that, I'm going to have a guess at Beirut, but I haven't got the foggiest.
I'll
Like
check.
possibly Beirut International.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'll have a look.
Middle of some place.
That looks good.
Roger. Middle of some place. I can't say
That's somewhere in Syria, Turkey, Lebanon, Israel.
I can't say anything useful because I just don't know anything about this. Everything I say is going to be wrong. I'm just going to stop talking. It's a churchy, synagogue-y thing that we're probably going to end up crashing into and getting in trouble for, as we always do. Though, what's that? Someone's got to know what that is if the stream catches up.
That looks like a memorial of some
memorial.
type.
That would be one of the cities.
Oh, Jesus. You know what, guys? There is no way in hell my i5 is going to run. I mean, looks great, but there is no way in hell my i5 is going to run that.
It'll run.
Right, okay. I'll quote you on that, RC.
It'll run it.
Yeah, it'll be perfect. It'll be silky smooth.
Just don't fly that high, Cap.
Yeah, just fly slower as well. Like, you know, you can get away with 5 frames per second if you only do 20 knots.
So I'll get my hairdryer.
That was Beirut International Airport.
Roger.
I'll send you a picture of it now.
Roger. A little thing there. The trees look really good.
i7 isn't better than that, Cap.
The trees look historically pretty crap in DCS.
There you go.
But they look really good, thank you. There's another airport on the coast. Cliffs, yay! I like cliffs. Cliff Richard. That looks good. That could be a photo as far as I'm concerned.
Well, if you compare some of those screenshots to those two pictures I sent you, there's no. You'd be hard pushed to tell the difference from a distance.
I like that airfield.
I really like the extra detail on the airfields, like the revetments for the air defences and things like that.
Yeah, that'll be really nice.
Oh, there's a target, boys. That's going to get blown up by Vigans, I can tell you that.
I'm kind of hoping they're going to add
You're
them as a
obsessed with blowing things up.
Look at that, guys.
Met Cat before.
Yeah. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I do know who you are, but you are obsessed with blowing things up.
Usually myself.
God, this map needs to hide very badly.
Got a buck launcher. Froggy Woggy.
This map looks amazing.
16s. Oh, that's sexy.
Look, we're getting the F-16.
We're going to get the F-16. Wow.
Teaser.
Yeah, my computer ain't running that. Just saying.
My computer barely runs the standalone version of the game and map, let alone this.
Okay, and then we're back to where we come. Okay, guys, so we've looked at the videos, we've talked about it, we've realised I don't know anything about this region, and I must admit, to be honest, I didn't give a monkey's about this map coming, but as usual, as soon as I see some pictures, things start developing in my head about, ooh, we could bomb that, we could do tactics there, and it's got a bit of everything from what I can see. It's got the water for the Tomcats, it's got some cliffs for the World War II, it's got the heights for tactics, because there's one thing that just doesn't work, which is completely flat maps, because F-14s just rule everything for sneaking in, and then it's got the desert over to the east, so I'm pretty happy about that, and I'm actually quite looking forward to this. I've talked a lot of rubbish about this. There's probably going to be some cool questions down here, but I'm not going to read them now. Any thoughts or questions from you guys?
I think this is an amazing map, to be honest.
Roger.
Yeah, it's
Unfortunately, I will not be able to play on it, but other than that... Because if I try and play that my game, my computer will probably give up.
Talon?
I think, yeah, go on.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, especially if they can bring some more aircraft appropriate to the sort of the wars in the region. Because at the moment we've got the MiG-21 and the MiG-19, which saw huge amounts of service with a lot of the Arab countries. And we've got the A4 mod, which served with the Israeli Air Force for quite a long time.
We need a Mirage, don't we, guys? I'm reading about
Mirage 3 and F4 Phantom 2 with the two big ones that are missing for the Israeli Air Force.
Roger, guys. Roger. So we just need them, and then this will be complete. And we're getting both of them, but obviously time, years away probably, I imagine. Cool.
Yeah.
Obi.
I was just going to say, I think it's going to give us, from a mission and campaign point of view for us, I think it's going to add quite a lot, because you can go from like temperate green farmland to desert and all in one mission. I think it's going to be interesting on the things we can come up with. So obviously, if it looks as good as it does in those screenshots, I've got quite high hopes for it.
Definitely, it does look amazing.
All right, guys. Well, I'm pretty looking forward to it now. We'll get it in, well, whenever it's ready, I suppose. And we'll start planning some historical battles that will be completely inaccurate because I'm leading them. That's it. I hope that was enjoyable, and see you later.